All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to French Route Friday here on the LGV Méditerranée. We take the TGV Duplex on a trip. We'll get in here and figure out where we're going to go, where we're starting from first here in just a moment. Let's see what we got to continue with journeys. Oops. That. All right, we'll just go back to services timetable there. We'll do a little bit of rain. Avignon to Marseille. We'll do that. And we'll do, if we got enough time, maybe I'll do a return service back to Avignon. All right, let's get in here and get everything started up. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. It's snowing here. We had a bit of snow overnight, it looks like. And it's coming down, not super thick snowflakes, but yeah, pretty steady. So I think we had about an inch or two overnight. So we'll see what's in store for the rest of today and through the weekend. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do a sand patch service tomorrow. Um, Figured that'd be a something nice Saturday. We'll do a snowy sand patch service. It's taking a while to load into the. So we did get a view of the upcoming Clinchfield line the other day. Surprisingly. But it looks good. I can't wait for it myself, to be honest. It's going to be a pretty amazing route, I think. I'm really looking forward to that F7. Let's go ahead and get these brakes pressurized. We're on a little bit of a downhill, so we'll release the hold here in just a moment. We have to be careful because of the wetness on the track there. We don't want to go sliding, create a lot of wheel spin trying to get out of the station here. So we're going to Aix-en-Provence. We got just under 20 minutes to make it there. So yeah, it looks like we got the 465 coming soon. Nobody knows when for sure. And then the hopefully Clinchfield will be the next route. It'll be the first American route since since the game came. Well, I can't say the newest one. Well, technically the newest, I guess. But anyway, it's coming. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to it. I know that much. Looks like it's going to be pretty challenging. It almost seems that the grades are going to be steeper than Sandpatch grade, but you know, we're not going to have the same locomotive power that we have on the Sandpatch grade. At least not the later stuff. But, here we go. So yeah, we'll really have to watch our speed as we go into Aix-en-Provence. Or Avignon, not Aix-en-Provence. So yeah, because with the slick tracks, it's going to be easy to slide. So we're going to hopefully be there on time, or a little bit early, so that way we can kind of crawl into the station without worrying about, because there will be a red light there at that station. Try to avoid running through that, which I've done before. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It happens. It's just a game. tomorrow, instead of doing the whole grade, we'll do coal loading. Yeah. We'll do that, I think, tomorrow. You know, it's not the most exciting thing, but it's something that's got to be done, so. It'll probably take a good bit of time to do that because we got to go slow through the coal loader. So that's how much distance we got to cover, basically. It'll go quick. Doesn't seem like it, but it's easy to be fooled on this route by the speed, because you think, oh, they're not going to make it there in time, and then you end up pulling in 3 minutes early somehow. I think they do have a YouTube channel for this train line, and as far as I can tell, I don't know the French language. I'm just kind of guessing here, but it seems like they're talking about the next generation of trains for this route. That they showed some manufacturing videos, tours of their facilities where they build the trains. They did kind of liken it to the very first high-speed train on this route, that they're kind of going back to their design roots for the train for this for the LGV Méditerranée. Pretty interesting. They show the whole, well, not the whole thing, obviously, but they showed some of the manufacturing stuff, you know, the design of the cars and all that, how they made them. Really interesting, I think. But you know, if you go on YouTube, I think it's look up SNCF. It should take you to their YouTube channel, and you can kind of look over things if you're into that sort of thing. I've been watching a bit of somebody's got a video camera showing a rail line there in Osaka, Japan, and they have their urban services, and then they have like a high-speed or semi-fast service train as well. Pretty interesting, but whoever does it, it's really cool because it shows like the time tables up at the top of the screen. and you can see what's coming. Like you don't know what train, unless you know the train models themselves. It's got the time of when it'll be coming through, kind of, and they've got the clock there at the bottom of the screen, the local time there in Osaka. It was pretty interesting. I was watching that the other day, and it was like 3 trains were going through at the same time. It was pretty amazing. So yeah, did a bit of that. I watched a bit of the Railfan video YouTube channel. They have a camera there at the cruise station in the UK. There was I think earlier in the week, it was a Class 37 was pulling. It was a 37 at the front, 37 at the back. I guess pulling a test train or something. I'm not sure. I didn't know all the particulars. It was based on what people were talking about in the chat, but that was pretty interesting to see that go by. To hear that engine, very distinctive Class 37 engine sound. And then this morning, I happened to be on there when a Class 66 went through the station. That was pretty neat. People, if you're into that as well, you can watch somebody's got a video camera set up around the USA as well. They have one at the Horseshoe on the Sandpatch grade, I think, or maybe it's a different Horseshoe curve. But then you have they've got one in Flagstaff, Arizona. A lot of freight stuff, but a few passenger. They have one in a couple, I think at least one for sure in California that shows passenger service for Amtrak. I guess it's a multi-use line because a few freight services go through there as well. A lot of people talk about not being able to get out and watch, do any rail watching or anything. That's the best way to do it. You can't get out, or at least see what's happening rail-wise around the world. I can't even say around the world because they don't have them all over. I'd really like to see one set up in Germany, but not been able to find any channels that have video cameras around like Frankfurt or Munich or any of the major stations. I don't know if that's just they won't partner with whoever wants to do it, or if they're worried about terrorist concerns or whatever. I don't know, but it'd be kind of neat to see like camera there in Munich or just outside the station, all the different services, S-Bahn or ice trains. Close 15 kilometers in just under 6 minutes here. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to do a return service. We'll find one that's heading the other direction. Hopefully one will be leaving shortly after we get there, and we'll just run over to a different train and take that up to Avignon. Countryside here, farming. Alright, so we gotta start slowing down. Red light there at the end of the station. I'm gonna go ahead and get on the brakes a little bit more because I think we're doing okay on time. Easy crawl into the station there. I like it. Look at that. That's the way to do it. Pretty much on time. Thing goes sliding past and keep on going right on through that red right there. Good deal. We will be just a bit late, leaving the station, but I think we'll be okay. All right, 12 kilometers to the changeover. Now, for whatever reason, when I get into Marseille, I'm always about a minute late. So I'm going to see if we can't do something about that. Let's see if maybe it's just I break too early for the changes in the speed or something. That was kind of weird. The long tunnel here. We'll just let it coast. Slowly getting there. Still in this massive downhill here in the tunnel. Should kind of come uphill here in just about. Should be almost at the end of the tunnel here, and then we'll start going uphill. Yep, there it is. It's like just not even like a gradual downhill, then a bit of a flattening up. It's just down and up. Like I don't think that's physically possible. There would be. All right, let's go ahead and turn the circuit breaker off. Go ahead and lower the pantograph, and then I think it's going to be DC. There's an AC. We'll find out here in a minute. DC. Yep. There we go. Let's raise the pantograph. Oop, not raised to normal. Breaker back on. Rearm it, and we are good to go. Just gonna go ahead and keep cruising here, close enough to the speed limiter. Just need a little bit of juice here. Outskirts of Marseille. The plow trucks just going in front of the apartment, trying to keep the streets clear. On the brakes now. Favorite little building. I don't know why, but I like that little building that's sitting right there. I don't know if it's like a switch office or dispatch or I don't know what it is, but I always like that little building right there. This time. Maybe that was the key, because I normally brake a little bit earlier than necessary. No, still was under the time. Or I was over the limit there by a couple seconds. So, but that's better than being a minute late. I'm not sure what else I can do. I don't know, maybe I just need to go keep up the speed going in a little bit more. All right, let's take a look at the boards here. Part 18, 813. There's no other trains in the station, it doesn't seem like. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll shut down this end, I think, and then run down to the other end. We'll just go free roam after this is completed. But there's that. Not too bad. So yeah, we'll run another one back up there to Avignon. Oh, so 15 minutes. So okay. We could run around the station here for a moment, or see if there's one leaving before that. No, that's just arrived. What about over here? No, that's leaving way too late. So this one should be saying, yeah, okay, so we'll take this one up there. I'm just gonna run around the station here for a moment. I forget how far off we can go over here. I've never seen any trains coming in over on this side. Like, this one's never used, I don't think. Or maybe not, at least not in the game. But ooh, schnacks. We should get some schnacks for the return trip. There's the ticket machines. Very well lit. This is our ongoing. We'll run down there and get set up. Get our passengers on board. We got to run all the way down here to the other end of the train anyway. I guess we can walk. Oh, there's the bar car. It's not open right now, unfortunately. Huh. These doors are open still. So there's the coupling system between the two. I'll put the light on so it's a little easier to see.
Tout colis ou bagage laissé sans surveillance sera retiré et pourra faire l'objet d'une destruction auprès de notre service de sécurité.
Oh, something about security. That much I understood. I guess if you see something going on, you should report it to security, maybe? That's what it sounded like. Alright, let's... Ooh! Get out of my seat. Alright, there we go. Look at that. It moved the time for us. I like it. We didn't even have to wait. Alright. This is on. It should be DC, not LGV. Oh, oh. What am I missing here? Forward. Probably because this says LGV, it should be DC. Or it should be AC, I think. Nope. There we go. All right, now we're on our way. Yeah. I know something's not right. They had it set up wrong. All right, on our way. never understood. It's like we do this weird snake-like thing getting out of the station here. There's the yard. Get up to higher speed here in a moment. Should go 140, then 160, and then once we get to Avignon, then we'll get really going. Thank you to my one viewer for sticking around. $4.94 on the passengers. What? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Not sure how that happened. Very professional looking, like a little cap there. Or if that's something they changed. Oh, I was slowing down so much it just... There we go. I thought I rearmed it. Guess not. Alright. No, we're gonna be late getting into Avignon-Provence. Aix-en-Provence, not Avignon. Aix-en-Provence. Yeah, I thought I reset the, interesting. Oh well, live and let learn. It is what it is. Yeah, after this will be done for the day, and we'll do sand patch tomorrow. Do a co-loading, and then that'll be it for that. I don't think I'll do a double route Sunday. What I may just do is do videos for the rest of the week on Sunday. Just record them on Sunday and then premiere them on my YouTube channel throughout the week. Might be the easiest way to do them. Yeah, we're definitely going to be late getting into Aix-en-Provence. That's okay. Not sure why it had the mode in LGV, because that's for when you leave Avignon, not Marseille. Well, I guess what I should have done was, instead of running around the station, I should have just ran down to the end there and got settled in. Time to mess around with the power mode. Maybe the AI conductor did me dirty, because I wasn't too happy about the fact that I was taking over the service. Maybe that's what it is. That the AI was like, oh, this real somebody wants to take over the service, so I'm gonna mess up the settings. Haha. Alright, now. Oh well. Oopsie. Oh boy. No, don't Don't run the red. Don't run the red. Whatever we do, let's not run the red. No, that's not where we want to stop. That's not where we want to stop. Doozy of a morning, huh? Had a really good service overall going into Marseille, but on the return trip, it just turned into a bit of a certain kind of a show, you know, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to say it. That's all right. It happens. Yeah, I know. It is AC.
Nous rappelons aux passagers que fumer est strictement interdit au sein de toutes les gares et de tous les trains. Cette interdiction s'applique également aux cigarettes électroniques.
Oh, there's the board there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should have been departing about 3 minutes ago. All right, that's good. Let's get a move on. Alright, maybe we can make up our time and get into Avignon on time. I want to file a complaint against that that fellow co-worker for doing me wrong like that. So I guess they don't, I mean, there is a seat for a second operator. Or maybe when you're going through training, you know, the senior engineer would ride in the seat there behind the operator while you're doing your certifications, maybe. That'd be kind of an interesting thing they could do, add in the game, maybe, is like a, I mean, you do go through some kind of a, it's a very basic training thing, but, you if they added in a scenario where you had the senior operator kind of go grade you on your or give you different things that you got to work through in order to what would you do if this happened, kind of thing, and you had to react to it or something. I guess that would be kind of an interesting thing that they could add. Maybe add a touch of realism. Kind of like on Sandpatch, you usually have that second operator that takes care of the radio for you. But some of the scenarios where they call ahead and ask for permission to enter a yard or depart or whatever. That does, I think, add a bit of realism to it. So yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but if you're going through trying to get your 10,000 miles in the game, because that is an achievement for both Xbox and PlayStation, the fastest way to rack up miles is to run this route back and forth. Because you're getting at least over 100 miles, you're getting about 120 miles in an hour, or just over an hour. Probably closer to an hour and a half. So that's not too bad. That's a mile. It kind of averages out. So it's the easiest way to rack up miles, I've found. Finally getting our 320 coming up here, because we've been at about 300 kilometers an hour this entire time, so we should be able to get a bit more distance covered a bit quicker. Just under 10 minutes to cover 50 kilometers. Again, I think we'll probably be a few minutes late getting to Avignon. Platform 4. Snow's still coming down. You might see a foot of snow. before the day's over. I'm looking outside my sliding glass here at the parking lot of my apartment complex, and there's still snow from back last year when we had that 3.5 feet of snow that basically shut the area down. It took a while to dig out. The streets were just terrible, and there was no sidewalks to walk on. Nobody had gone out and cleared off their sidewalk or anything. Good thing we don't have the safety systems on, because I would have been getting dinged for speeding all this time. Yeah, so it seems like they're still kind of trying to keep some of the roads open, especially the one out here in front of where I live, because that's the route to the hospital. But they've not been out. The property management hasn't sent out somebody with a plow to try to clean up the parking lot here. I don't know if it's a futile attempt, because I don't know how much more snow we're expected to get. So, as long as I have power and I can heat up coffee or tea, I'm okay. I've got food, so not too worried yet. As long as I got internet, then I'm okay. I can either watch stuff on TV through Amazon Prime, or I can watch it on my computer if I need to. If I don't feel like sitting here in the recliner, I'm getting kind of lazy. I've got homework to do. A lot of that. Try to get some of that knocked out today, so that I'll have some stuff to do on Sunday. But don't want to do everything on Sunday. I'd rather try to have the easy stuff to do on Sunday, which is just some readings, posting responses online. Not so much responses. Reflections. That's the reflections on the reading. This will work perfectly, because it'll be almost 9 o'clock. Well, it's almost 8:30 now, so it'll be almost probably 20 to 9 by the time we get done. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get there in time. We got less than 5 minutes to get 27 kilometers. I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to be late in there. Oh well. Now I know if you're gonna take over for the AI, you gotta really check at least on this route. I don't know about the other routes, but on this route can't dilly-dally around. You gotta get in there and get things set up, or check over everything, because otherwise you're gonna be departing late. So, lesson learned. Game AI will stab you in the back, trying to get you demoted, put you on yard duty for 6 months. Learn your lesson. I did post, or I was looking on the forums yesterday evening, and there was some, there were some legitimate complaints about the road map and everything, and one of the Dovetail Game employees who, there's a couple of them that do interact with the forums, had brought up that they acknowledge that the road map was essentially broken. Due to a lot of it was due to bad communication, intercompany communication about what was going on. They are working hard to kind of revamp the roadmap so that they give us the most accurate information about what's happening for the game, whether it's fixes or upcoming routes or anything else. They want to present the best information possible, but they still, and I'm glad that this person said it was Natster, so I'm guessing that's Natalie, who's one of the Dovetail Game employees. I'm assuming, I don't know if that's who it is, but Natster basically said that they will not ever give even estimates of release dates or whatever, because if they do that and they miss that time, then the forums would, they'd be called liars, or that they misled the community or the players, whatever, blah blah blah. Which is, I would agree, because it's already people, they don't get things, or they know something's upcoming, but they don't never get any indication that satisfies their concerns about the game, or when stuff's coming out or whatever. They don't get it fast enough, and so they're not going to do that, and they don't want to have that whole headache hanging over their head. So yeah, it was a pretty good post on their part to say, yeah, this isn't going to be we're not going to do this, and this is the reasons why. So I just had a bit of break. I thought I had released it all the way. So yeah, that was, they're not going to do that. But they did say that they do listen to the community. If there's something that they can do that the community, if enough people ask for it, they do listen to feedback. So, which I think is, I've not seen any indication that they don't listen. Of course, it's easy to think that they don't, because we don't, people aren't getting the routes that they want, or whatever, or the locomotives, whatever it is, they're not getting it when they want it. So. Yeah, it was really, and it wasn't, like angry or, something like that. It was just a very truthful response to the community's kind of response to the roadmap situation. Yeah, we're going to be a few minutes late getting into Avignon. Get a little bit closer, then we'll get on the brakes here. And then we go downhill, then I think we go uphill a bit going into Avignon. The typical stopping point here. Side. let's start getting. We're gonna get slowed down even more. We don't want to run. Oh, there's a red light there at the end. There will be once we pass the screen. Yep, there it is. We're still coming in way too hot. Oh boy. I think it'll still be up for a gold medal here. We get less than 355, I think, on our passengers. So about just under an hour and a half, I think, total. I started streaming before I even started the service, so there was a bit of a $370. Oh, we did a little bit better than the $355 we got at Aix-en-Provence. So, alrighty, well that will do it for today. Just over half an hour to get this done. We would have been probably closer to 30 minutes. So, if we hadn't had that little foul up with the the power settings. But anyway, all right. Have a great Friday.